Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. It's the TV Days Drama Digest crew back at it again with another deep dive into the most thrilling and gut-wrenching storyline we've ever witnessed on the soap. Today, we're going to unravel the complex web that connects two of Salem's most beloved characters, John Black and Beau Brady, and we're asking the question on every fan's mind. Will John's death be tied to Beau's return? As the storyline surrounding John's eventual departure grows darker and more intense, it's becoming clear that the fate of one of Salem's most iconic characters may be intertwined with the story of Beau's return to the fold. This isn't just another soap opera twist. This is a moment of profound emotional depth and sacrifice, one that will have far-reaching effects on the town of Salem, and it's all centered around John Black's tragic end. The question isn't if John will die, it's how. And will Beau be the one to unwittingly cause this heartbreaking conclusion? We've been given a glimpse into this evolving drama thanks to a recent interview with the two new co-writers of Days of Our Lives, Paula Quigley and Jean Marie Ford. They've shared their vision with TV Insider, confirming that the return of Beau and Hope Williams Brady will indeed play a pivotal role in the events leading up to John's death. This revelation has only heightened speculation about how this will all unfold. Let's take a closer look at the layers of this emotional roller coaster, the unexpected turns it will take, and how it all leads to one of the most tragic, heroic, and unforgettable moments in the history of Days of Our Lives. Beau's return, a hero's fight for life and a family's hope when Beau Brady, Peter Reckell, made his long-awaited return to Salem. Fans were overjoyed, and yet there was a sense of foreboding that hung in the air. This wasn't the Beau we once knew. This version of Beau is a man deeply affected by his circumstances. He has suffered greatly, and his health is rapidly deteriorating. Having fallen into a coma, Beau's fate now hinges on a revolutionary new drug that could either save his life or bring his end faster. The drug, being tested by the enigmatic Dr. Jeffrey Russell, holds the key to Beau's survival. But here's the kicker. It's not as simple as just getting the drug. It's still in the testing phase, and there are serious risks involved in its use. Dr. Russell has made it clear that this life-saving drug is still experimental, and the outcomes are unknown. As Beau's condition worsens, Hope, Christian Alfonso, finds herself in a desperate race against time, trying to secure the drug and give her husband the fighting chance he so desperately needs. But as the writers of Days of Our Lives continue to weave their intricate tale, it becomes clear that this storyline will not only test Beau's endurance, but will also put the lives of others at risk. John's sacrifice. Will he pay the ultimate price to save Beau? John Black, Drake Hodgson, the ever-dedicated protector of his family, has always been a man willing to sacrifice for the people he loves. His loyalty to his loved ones, especially Beau, has never been in question. Over the years, John has risked his life countless times to save those he holds dear, and now it seems that fate is about to call on him once again. The tension escalates when we consider the possibility that John will risk everything to save Beau. Could he become the person who goes to extreme lengths, even breaking the law or defying orders, to secure the drug Beau needs? It's not hard to imagine John, once again, stepping into the shadows of Salem's underworld, going to places he's sworn to avoid, all in an effort to obtain the life-saving drug. We all know that John has never been one to back down from a challenge, but this could be his most dangerous mission yet. But what if this mission leads him into the darkest corner of Salem? What if, in his effort to get the drug for Beau, John finds himself caught in a deadly confrontation, facing impossible odds that threaten not only his life, but the very future of those he loves? This is where the true tragedy of John's death begins to take shape. John has always been the ultimate hero, but the cost of that heroism has never been higher. The question isn't whether John will face danger, it's how much he's willing to lose in order to save Beau. The dangers of stealing the drug. A hero's last mission. As the story unfolds, the stakes grow higher. The idea that John might steal the experimental drug for Bo is becoming increasingly plausible. Imagine John, fueled by love and determination, making the decision to take matters into his own hands. We can already picture him breaking into Dr. Russell's lab, his heart racing as he risks everything to secure the medication. He knows that Bo's survival depends on this, and he's prepared to do whatever it takes, even if that means becoming a fugitive in his own town. The conflict within John would be monumental. He would be battling not just external forces, but also the internal struggle of what it means to make such a sacrifice. He knows that his actions could have dire consequences, not just for him, but for the entire family. The weight of his decision would rest heavily on his shoulders. His devotion to Bo, his bond with Hope, and his promise to always protect his family are all at the forefront of his mind as he makes the decision that will lead him down this dangerous path. But then comes the unthinkable. What if, in his quest to save Bo, John makes the ultimate sacrifice? What if the mission to secure the drug for Bo ends in John's death? It's a devastating thought, but it's a possibility that feels more and more likely as the story progresses. John could die a hero, knowing that he gave everything for his brother's survival, and in that moment of selflessness, he would leave behind a legacy of love, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to his family. The aftermath, a town in mourning. If John dies in this heroic yet tragic fashion, the fallout will be nothing short of catastrophic. Salem will be thrown into chaos as its beloved hero is lost forever. For Marlena, Deidre Hall, losing John will be nothing short of devastating. Their love has withstood every challenge life has thrown at them, and now, with John's death, Marlena will be left to pick up the pieces of her broken heart. The grief, the pain, and the overwhelming sense of loss will sweep over her like a tidal wave, and fans can expect some of the most heart-wrenching scenes we've ever seen on the show. Hope, too, will be torn apart. The loss of Bo, followed by the death of John, will leave her questioning everything. The love she shares with Bo is unmatched, but she will now be faced with the reality that her family has been shattered in ways she never imagined. How will she cope with the loss of both men in her life? How will she find the strength to go on when everything seems to be falling apart? And then there's Bo. The man whose life was saved by John's ultimate sacrifice will be left to deal with the guilt of knowing that his survival came at the cost of his brother's life. What will this do to him emotionally? How will he live with the knowledge that John gave his life so that Bo could continue to fight another day? The emotional toll on the entire town will be palpable. Days of Our Lives has always been about family, love, and sacrifice, and John's death would send shockwaves through every relationship in Salem. But the question remains, will Bo ever truly understand the depth of the sacrifice John made for him? Will he ever be able to forgive himself for surviving, knowing that John gave everything for him? The ultimate tragedy? Will this theory become a reality? As we continue to watch the drama unfold, we're left with one burning question. Will this theory about John's death come to fruition? While we can't be certain about what the writers have in store, the groundwork for this heartbreaking twist has already been laid. We've seen the deep connections between John and Bo, and we've witnessed John's unwavering commitment to his family. If this tragic storyline plays out the way we think it will be one of the most emotional and impactful moments in Days of Our Lives history. But as with all great soap opera twists, there's always the possibility that something entirely unexpected will happen. Will the writers take the story in a different direction? Only time will tell, but for now we can only speculate on the fate of John and the devastating impact his death would have on those left behind. In conclusion, no matter how this story unfolds, we can be sure of one thing. John's legacy will live on in the hearts of every fan, and his death will leave an indelible mark on Days of Our Lives. As we eagerly await the next chapters of this gripping story, we encourage you to share your thoughts with us. Will John die heroically to save Bo? Or is there another twist waiting just around the corner? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.